Celtics Postgame Plus is presented by your New England Ford dealers. Visit buyfordnow.com.
Shireman goes to screen. Pritchard uses this one from Brown. Larson defends. Pritchard likes it, takes him to the dance floor, gets in the lane, left lane, beats the buzzer. That's what he does.
Yeah, of course he beats the buzzer. He's Peyton Pritchard. You expect nothing less. Peyton Pritchard, 25 points tonight, just another 20-plus point game off the bench. This is presented by Massachusetts Health Connector. Everyone needs health insurance. It's open enrollment time. Find a plan that gets you the care you need and help paying for it at mahealthconnector.org. No rest, no worries here. This is the second night of back-to-backs, and here you see the Celtics 4-0. They have no issue when it comes to back-to-backs. As we welcome you to Celtics post-game Plus, no, it's not just me. We got Michael Hawley. We got Chris Forsberg standing by as well. We also have Joe Mazzulla, who we want to hear from. The coach's press conference is presented by Amica Insurance, the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics.
Joe, the other day you said you like to reward guys for their work and stuff. You played almost everybody who was available tonight. Was that more a product of the injuries you guys had, wanting to, test different things out on the court, or were you just trying to reward those guys for the work they put in?
I think it was a little bit. It was mostly because we had, 4 guys out. But that happens over the course of the season, and the guys got to be ready. So our staff in Maine and in Boston does a great job keeping the locker room ready, and everybody that played over the last 2 games, I thought, played a part in the process of winning, and that's what you look for over the course of a season.
A lot of those lineups haven't played together this year. What does it say about the guys that they're just able to sort of make it work with whoever's on the court?
Yeah, I think one of the strengths of the team is the basketball IQ that we have, and so they're able to understand the spacing, the matchups, and what we're trying to accomplish. So, yeah.
Joe, with those guys, or really anybody, you're not big on telling them or saying you're going to play tonight. Mm-mm. How did that develop for you, and how do you feel like that kind of puts guys in positions to succeed when they do get called?
I just feel like if you give a guy an idea if he's going to or not going to, it changes his preparation on a daily basis. And so I want our guys to come into the arena every day thinking that their process is important towards winning, and they have to be ready to go, and they got to treat every single day, every single game as if they're going to impact winning. And so by not telling them, it allows them to just treat every single day as if it's the most important day, and they do a great job of embracing that. But it's important because there's just a lot of unpredictability over the course of the season. You got to be ready to go at any time, and if you're only ready to go because you're going to play, then that doesn't really help your process.
Joe, normally you guys will, on a back-to-back, stagger Kristaps one day, Al the next. Yesterday, you played both. What went into that decision? Was there something that you saw today? And then what made it so Luke played as well as he did, and Neemias Queta played as well as he did?
We did it last year at the beginning of the season in the Cleveland-Orlando back-to-back. In the Orlando game, in the Cleveland game, we played both Al and KP, and in the Orlando game, we started Lamar Stevens at the 5. So in those situations, depending upon, we also didn't know Derek or Jalen were going to miss. So you just try to look to see the matchup. Can you win the matchup? What does the matchup look like the next night? Where can you plug in your pieces and stuff like that? So we try to do that a couple of times throughout the year when the matchups present themselves as an opportunity for us to, for an advantage situation.
Is that just to keep the continuity?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just for Luke, just having the block shots, but not just the block shots. He played some really good positional defense as well. Just to see him come out and do that, what went into that?
Yeah, when he plays with the level of physicality on both ends of the floor, it makes our team different. And I think the two things, his 2 biggest strengths are his physicality and rim protection when he's at his best, and then his screening versus different coverages. And I thought he saw both of those throughout the game, and he just got to continue to do that. But when he plays at a high level, we're a different team, and we can go to different things.
Joe, you guys went big at some point in the first. Nemi, Tillman, Tatum, Peterson, Pritchard. What was the thought process of just putting that particular combination together?
Again, they're in their second unit. We wanted to switch a little bit more and win the offensive glass, and so X and Nemi give us that opportunity to do that, and they're a little bit more versatile to where we could do more switching and kind of hurt them on the glass.
All right, the Celtics get the win once again after the loss against the Cavs. So quick switch, they're fine. Welcome into Postgame Plus, Caleb Burke and Chris Forsberg. Michael Hawley. Michael, hit me with your thoughts on this one.
Well, number one, back-to-backs. You've got to. It is. It's a really difficult thing to do in the NBA, to have the energy to come and bring it on the second night of a back-to-back, especially when you lose the night before in Cleveland on the road. So losing in Cleveland, coming back here and taking care of Miami. I felt like they made Miami uncomfortable most of the night. You knew Miami was going to struggle to score at Forsberg without Jimmy Butler. But even with that, Bam Adebayo, everybody else was just a little bit off their game. Adebayo got to go in late, but everybody was off their game because the Celtics defended tonight. And can I just say this? All right, I wanted to get to the check the boxes first. Okay, look.
Here we go.
The reason the Lakers historically is a great rival for the Celtics, because going back in the day, Jerry West played against Bill Russell. Magic Johnson played against Larry Bird. Kobe Bryant played against KG and Paul Pierce. I'm so tired of Jimmy Butler not showing up and then talking. Forsberg, he got the nerve to talk when he doesn't play. Last year in the playoffs, he had a little something in the cup, and he was talking like, hey, listen, if I had been playing, the Celtics would be at home. If you had been playing, that's funny. If you had been playing, yeah, we would enjoy it. Can he show? I can't call the Miami Heat a rival if Jimmy Butler doesn't show up.
They're off the list.
You think he's just waiting? Like he's waiting in the...
He's 35 years old.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
I would say the playoffs, but then again, you saw that last year.
The season has started. The season has started.
Is he waiting for the play-in to start? Like, is that when he's going to be out there? I completely agree. It's so funny. I would call the Cavaliers closer to a rivalry now, because there has to be give and take, where you feel like that team can actually beat you and push you in a playoff series. And so I understand. Like, you even heard Joe Mazzulla allude. We don't often play KP and Al together, but we did it last year in a similar game against Cleveland. They wanted that matchup. They wanted that size out there against that team, in part two, because they understood the magnitude of the matchup. And, he's not saying it, but I'm going to say it. Sure sounded like they were like, and we're perfectly content to match up with Luke Cornett against Bam Adebayo, which tells you what they think about the Miami Heat. And so, look, that's the luxury of having a deep team, that you feel confident in those guys, that you can send whoever is out there, and you're going to still be able to maintain a high level. But yeah, it's like it's not the same anymore. It's weird how quickly this one fizzled.
It's great to see also Luke Cornett play defensively the way he's been playing. I mean, last night against the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell tries to poster him. He goes, literally with the finger. That was my favorite part with him, with the no-no. And then coming out against Bam Adebayo, and then also with 6. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 6 blocks. You want to know who else was playing here tonight?
Who had the over? Did you have the over?
Peyton. Right. Peyton Pritchard, who, by the way, has now had not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 straight games with 20-plus points. He finished with 25 here tonight. Here's what Peyton Pritchard had to say after.
I know your mindset doesn't necessarily change night to night, but knowing that so many guys were out, what did you want to bring against the Heat?
Just the same intensity. Come out, push the pace, play hard defense, and pressure, and then offensively just being aggressive. Same mindset as always, looking for opportunities to catch and shoot, drive it, just really make the right play every time. So that's all I'm trying to do.
Defensively, how did you guys hold them down?
I feel like we just they like to do a lot of off-ball movements, stuff like that, so we're just physical, trying to blow up some of their actions, and as long as we're making them hit tough contested threes and stuff like that, then we'll live with that.
We think the biggest difference for you now, playing a lot of minutes with the starting guys in Cleveland, you're kind of running that two-man game, Jason Wade. Like, is there just any sort of difference in the way you're playing or the way you have to play off those guys?
I don't know if it's different. It's just, obviously I'm just playing more and just trying to make the right play with them, make their lives easier. And, I think they gain trust in me to make the right play and come up clutch when we need it.
Joe was kind of talking about you don't want to telling guys when you're going to play and they're not going to play. Back to the days when you were playing. Was that an adjustment at all, getting used to that style with them?
No, not really, because I was playing every off day anyway, so any moment I had a chance to play and I was ready to play. So, I never had a problem with that. If he said I was playing that day, then I was super excited to play. But it wasn't like I wasn't playing on non-game days and preparing myself for the moment. So I've been preparing myself for this moment for a long time.
For guys like you, when they're kind of thrown into the fire there, like what advice do you have?
Just be confident. Don't second guess yourself. Go out there and leave it all out on the floor. But I always tell people, like, as long as you're getting your workouts in and doing the little things, then you should be confident for your moment. If you're not handling yourself before the games and stuff like that, then that might be a problem. So if you're taking care of the rest, you should be all right on the court.
You talk about making the right play. That's situational, right? 19
For sure.
Can be different. When you have it going, when you see like another teammate that maybe doesn't have it going, do you get at any point in the game you say, okay, instead of making this pass, I'm going to take the shot because I know I got it, and maybe I'm not going to do what I'm going to do.
I mean, it could be a feel, but obviously if I break the defense down and there's 2 on the ball, and it don't matter if he's missed 5 in a row, I'm gonna make that pass because law of averages is he's probably gonna hit the next one. So I I like the quote Joe said. He said he live by principle, not by feeling. So that's kind of how you should play the game too. So just make the right play every time, and don't judge it off of how other people are playing or how yourself is playing. Just right decision.
You guys had some luck.
Yes, Peyton Pritchard. We love Joe Mazzulla quotes. I mean, who doesn't?
Principal P?
Principal P also is now joining one of the longest streaks of 20-plus points off the bench in a single season. 4 in a row. Guys, they have a big stretch coming up of games. He can trickle up there and maybe pass Kevin McGill. I know.
Wow.
Eight's a number.
You said it out loud.
I said it out loud. I have faith in
You just
Peyton
said that
Pritchard.
casually.
Well, let's get to 5. I mean, let's get to 5, and we'll see if he can get to the 8. But Peyton Pritchard, once again, 25 points here tonight. He was 5 of 12 from behind the 3, 10 of 17. The guy is balling. Coming up on Celtics Postgame Plus Us, we'll have more on the game tonight, but also who the C's have coming up in a big stretch of games this week.